Hey, have you heard the news? Selena Gomez might be getting married, and not in some far-off fairy tale kind of way. Like, really soon. As in, sooner than you think soon. I know. You're probably thinking. Wait. To Benny Blanco. Yep, that Benny Blanco. The guy behind some of the biggest hits you've probably danced to. You're not dreaming. This is real. And if you're sitting there like, didn't they just go public a little while ago? You're not alone. A lot of fans are still wrapping their heads around it. But here's the thing behind all the Instagram posts and sweet captions. There's a whole lot more going on. Like, way more. And that's what we're talking about today. From when they started, to all the little clues fans are noticing, to why this wedding might be happening way faster than anyone expected. So get comfortable, maybe grab your favorite snack or drink, and let's chat about Selena Gomez, Benny Blanco, and the wedding that could be just around the corner. Okay, let's rewind a bit. How did this even begin? Selena and Benny officially went public with their relationship in late 2023, but it wasn't some big, dramatic reveal. No red carpet, no major press announcement, just quiet, sweet little hints. A cozy photo here, a caption there, a few soft smiles that told the story, and remember the buzz. Everyone was shocked. Benny Blanco, the guy who worked with Justin Bieber. Yeah, that part definitely turned heads. I mean, come on, Benny literally helped write Love Yourself, and Selena dated Justin for years, so yep, it felt a little complicated. But here's the thing. Benny and Selena weren't strangers at all. They'd been friends for a while, worked together in the studio, shared a bunch of mutual friends, so this wasn't some random new fling. It was more like something that had been simmering under the surface for a long time. Something real. And then came that one photo. You know the one I'm talking about. Cheek to cheek, glowing candles, that soft look in her eyes. That wasn't just a post. That was a message. This is serious. From that moment on, fans started paying extra attention. People wanted to know what's really going on. And now, just months later, we're hearing whispers. Whispers that have gotten pretty loud. Sources close to the couple are saying wedding plans are already underway. Yeah, you heard that right. Wedding plans. Already happening. And no, not the someday kind. Not the we're thinking about it kind. We're talking soon, like maybe even this winter. That's pretty fast, right? Normally celebrity couples take forever to get engaged. We've seen it. The rumors drag on for years. And sometimes the wedding never even happens. But Selena, she's doing things her way. She's been through so much. Heartbreaks, medical battles, public pressure, media noise. And after all of that, she's someone who really understands what matters. What's worth fighting for. So when you find something that feels real, that feels safe, you don't wait around. You lean in. You make it happen. People close to her say that's exactly what's going on. She feels safe with Benny. She trusts him. And honestly, that's rare. He's not just another boyfriend. He's someone who's been there for the long haul. Someone who knows her for who she really is. And that's not just our opinion. Even her inner circle seems to agree. Taylor Swift, Selena's best friend, apparently likes Benny. That's a big deal. And Selena's mom, she just followed Benny on Instagram. Might not sound like much, but in Hollywood, that's a big green light. When your best friend and your mom are on board, that says a lot. And then there's this, couples who were friends before dating often move quicker. They already know each other. They've seen the messy stuff. They know what they're getting into. That's what's happening here. Selena and Benny weren't building from zero. They already had a foundation. So when things got romantic, it wasn't scary. It just felt right. And let's talk about Benny for a second. He's not flashy. He's not out here trying to grab the spotlight. He just quietly supports her. He's in the background, showing up, being steady. Not trying to steal the show. It's honestly the kind of love that feels grounded, the kind that lasts. Sources say they've even started looking at venues. Again, nothing officially confirmed, but the buzz is growing stronger. And Selena, she looks calm, peaceful, like someone who knows exactly what she wants. After years of chaos, she finally seems happy, and happiness changes everything. It gives you clarity, confidence. It makes you brave enough to go after what you truly want. That's what this feels like. Now, if you're a superfan, you've probably already spotted a few clues, like that one mirror selfie. People swear they saw a ring on her finger. Or the cryptic caption about finally finding peace. Or even the quick video where she's scrolling through what looked like wedding dresses. She hasn't said anything out loud. But Selena never really does. She's always been private. She doesn't go for the big announcements. She lets the little things speak. And that's exactly why fans are paying such close attention. Because if there is a wedding coming up, we might not hear about it until it's already happened. And honestly, that would be totally her. No drama, no fuss, just love. So now it's your turn. What do you seriously? Like, deep down, do you believe in love that moves fast? Love that doesn't wait for perfect timing or a 5-year plan. The kind of love that just shows up and feels right. Because sometimes that's how it happens. It doesn't follow rules or schedules. It doesn't ask for permission. It just is. And when you meet someone and everything feels easy, like you've known them forever, like you don't have to pretend or explain or fix yourself first, that kind of connection. It's rare. And when you feel it, you just know. Have you ever been in a relationship that made sense right away? One of those times when it wasn't about the drama or the chase, but just about feeling safe. Feeling seen. That's what this whole Selena and Benny story feels like. Suffocating. It's not about rushing into anything. It's not about pressure or making headlines or doing what people expect. It's about knowing. A knowing when you've found something worth keeping. Something worth holding on to. Something that feels more like home than anything else ever has. And if anyone knows how hard it is to find that kind of love, it's Selena. She's been through heartbreak. Through some really dark moments. She's battled health issues, anxiety, betrayal, public pressure. She's walked through fire, and somehow came out softer, not harder. And that kind of strength, that kind of vulnerability, it teaches you a lot. You stop wasting time on people who don't get you. You stop settling for relationships that feel like work. You stop waiting for someone to choose you when you've already learned how to choose yourself. That's the version of Selena we're seeing now. The one who isn't afraid to love out loud. The one who's not ashamed to say, yeah, this is my person. The one who says, this is real for me. And maybe that's why this feels so different from anything before. She's not performing. She's not proving anything. She's just living. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly why this relationship with Benny Blanco could be the real deal. It's not about how long they've been public. It's about how long they've actually known each other. How much they've already been through. How comfortable they seem just being together. There's no big production, no staged paparazzi shots, no drama, just quiet support, consistent presence, real care, and from what we're seeing, it feels very real. It feels like two people who've seen enough of the world to know what truly matters. It feels like healing. It feels like growth. It feels like love. The kind that doesn't need to shout to be heard. And maybe that's the kind of love we should all be rooting for. So yeah, I want to know what you think. Do you think this could really be it for Selena? Could she finally be getting the love story she deserves? Could we seriously be hearing wedding bells this soon? I mean, if it happens, it would be one of the most beautifully unexpected Hollywood weddings we've seen in a long time. Not because it's flashy. Not because it's trending, but because it's grounded. Because it's real. And real love. Real love is worth celebrating. So yeah, drop a comment down below. Let me know what your take is. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever experienced something like this? Have you ever met someone and just knew? And hey, if you've been following Selena's journey for a while, if you've watched her grow from a Disney star to this empowered, soulful woman who stands tall in her truth, you know this moment means more than just a possible wedding. This moment is about all the stuff that came before it. The heartbreak, the healing, the learning to breathe again, the days when she probably thought she'd never feel whole, never feel strong, never feel safe in love, but here she is, smiling, glowing, letting someone in again, and if that doesn't give you hope, I don't know what will. So if you want to keep following that story, if you're curious about what brought her here, how she finally found peace after all the chows, then don't miss our next video. We're diving into her journey, the real stuff, the raw moments most people skip over, what she had to let go of, who she had to become, and how, step by step, she built a life where love could finally feel easy. It's not just about a wedding, it's about healing. It's about choosing joy again. So yeah, definitely check that out if you want the full picture. And hey, If you liked this video, if it made you smile, or feel something, or even just gave you a little spark of hope, go ahead and give it a like. It really helps more people see it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time. We share stories like this all the time. Ones that make you feel connected. That remind you you're not alone. That bring a little more light into your day. Because this channel, it's not just about celebrities, it's about life. Real life. The kind where people struggle, stumble, grow, and sometimes, just sometimes, get a second chance at love. The kind of stories that hit you right in the heart. Because love doesn't always look like the movies. It's not always dramatic. It's not always perfect. It's not always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it shows up after the storm. Sometimes it catches you off guard and changes everything. And sometimes it leads you right to the aisle, faster than anyone could have seen coming. And speaking of stories that move you, do you remember the first time you heard the news that John Lennon was gone? That moment, that silence that followed. Or if you weren't born yet, what's the one Lennon song that always stays with you? Is it Imagine? Let It Be? Jealous Guy? Because those songs, they're more than just music. They're memories. They're moments frozen in time. And I'd love to hear your story. What did his music mean to you? What does it still mean? Leave a comment. Share your memory, even if it's just one lyric that got you through a hard time. And if this video touched your heart, stick around, because we've got another one coming that dives deep into John's most iconic song. Imagine. The untold truth behind it. What he really meant. Why it still hits so hard today. And how one simple song changed the world. Not just in melody, but in message. Check that one out when you're ready. Trust me, you'll never hear Imagine the same way again. And if you're still here, still watching, thank you, truly. Thanks for spending this time with me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for caring about stories that matter. If this resonated with you, if you felt something real, go ahead and hit that like button. It's a small thing, but it helps this story reach more hearts. And if you want more stories like this, about love, loss, healing, hope, music, memories, subscribe. Because this isn't just about what's trending. This is about what's true. This is about the things we all feel but don't always say out loud. Love that shows up when we least expect it. Loss that lingers. Songs that stay in our soul. Moments that change everything. Because music, it's not just sound. It's emotion. It's memory. It's the thread that ties us to each other. Even when everything else feels like it's falling apart. And John Lennon, he's still with us. In the words, in the melody, he lives on. In the music, in the message, and in all of us. Peace, always.